place on the Mustangs. That was done on purpose. And I think I continued to hold on to the American infantry.
Gives it enough power to get it through the sound barrier. It's about Mach 0.13 capable.
Well, now, before we talk about the airplane again, and I do want to talk about that, I also want to talk about your MiG-21, and if you have to maintain supersonic proficiency, how the heck you get clearance to do that. But we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. I want to talk about you a little bit. How did you get involved in the Russian airplanes and be able to acquire them and get proficient in them?
Well, it's a kind of a long story. It goes back to about 1968, and I was making models of the MiG-17 and the MiG-21, never having an idea that I was actually going to see these aircraft, let alone be able to fly them. When I fly it in that afterburner engages, it's much like a quarter-mile dragster. Things happen very quickly. It's very powerful. The airplane initial climb rate is 50,000 feet a minute, so it's got a lot of chutzpah to it.
Wow, 50,000 feet per minute. First, when it was employed in combat, it had all sorts of weapons all over it. But this is amazing that you're able to keep these
before the return to South Center, he would accelerate rapidly and snap the right to a 3L. It's the Falcon turn.
That's probably about a high-speed pass because it doesn't move very fast.
Exactly.
And you might be able to see the wheels tucked up. A little later on, there are going to be Corsairs behind them.
Perfect example here of the pilot training of World War. Advanced up to the BTs, or the basic trainers, and that would be the SMB-1 or the BT-13, the one with the wheels down. And once they had accomplished Strawberries out on patrol, spotted the Japanese aircraft carriers hiding behind a weather front. And what evolved then was the biggest battle of the Pacific, and it was the turning tide for sun in the air. Charles Lindbergh during a tour of the Pacific.
The C-1 Trader, as I started to explain earlier, was sort of the delivery van. It could take engines and parts from a shore base out to the aircraft carrier, starting in the late 1940s after World War II.
Known as a COD aircraft, a Carrier Onboard Delivery, COD, COD.
And here's the Helldiver.
On these airplanes will be going on the Osprey side, the start next Monday.
And last but not least, followed by the big boat, and it's always tail end Charlie.
One more pass and review as they go by. Very, very personal aircraft, integrated threat countermeasures, including terrain following, radar forward looking. And right on his tail, Mr. Will Ward in the MiG-17. And the fight is on. He'll try to cut him off in the turn. Get a closer advantage. Closer for a shot. Watch him. He's got high now. Both on his G. Cutting inside. More wood in the A4. He's going to get right on his tail this time. This is the battle we've created here that would go numerous times every single day. Big barrel roll. Starting with left ailer on, a little rudder, roll around the outside. Barrel roll. Here we come. High speed past the A4.